I came through the dark on my hands and knees, and the floor turned to tile. Then the light hit me like a slap. Real light. White humming everywhere, the kind that comes out of a ceiling, not a god. I hadn't seen my own hands in so long, I just sat there looking at them, turning them over, laughing a little. I think I was laughing. It's a food court. After everything, the hotel, the library, the dark that wasn't a place, the floor that finally caught me is a food court. Plastic tables. Navy chairs bolted to the ground. Neon over little shuttered counters, signs for restaurants I've never heard of in a world I can't remember. And somewhere tinny and far, a radio playing a song from before I was born. And the smell. God, the smell. Salt and sugar and fryer grease. There's a vending machine. I'm at it before I decide to be, patting myself down for coins I don't have, for money that doesn't exist down here, and I press the button just to feel it deny me, and it doesn't. It just gives. A bag of something drops. Free. So I do it again. And again. I'm pulling levers, slapping buttons, stuffing my bag, chips, bars, a bottle of almond water, then a green one I've never seen. Cashew water. I crack it open and drink half of it standing there, and I tear into a candy bar like an animal, and I do not care. I haven't eaten since the library took the rest of whatever I had. It's the best thing I've ever tasted, and it's a gas station candy bar. I walked for a while after that, just to walk somewhere with the lights on. The music followed me, 80s, 90s, soft and stupid and human. My shoulders came down from around my ears for the first time since level 5. I caught myself humming. Humming. I should have known. Nothing down here gives you something for free without writing it down somewhere.
Whoa, hey. Easy killer. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Nobody's gonna take it, man, I promise. It restocks. You don't have to carry it all.
A guy, an actual guy, young, easy smile, hands up like he's approaching a spooked dog. First face I'd seen that had a face on it in a long, long time.
First time on 6-1. You've got the look. Come on, you're not gonna eat standing up like that. There's a place I like. Let me buy you a well. You'll see. Come on.
And I followed him. I don't know why. Maybe because he asked. The place was called Liquorette. Low light, bottles lit up behind the bar like a little church. He slid into a booth like he'd done it 1,000 times and waved me into the other side. I told him I'd buy the first round. Reached for money I still didn't have.
Hi, no. There's no tab here, man. Nobody pays for anything on 6-1. That's kind of the whole thing. Order whatever. Seriously.
So I did. I ordered like a man who'd forgotten he was allowed to. Fries, something hot, a drink, then another drink. The drinks did what drinks do. The knot in my chest loosened a notch at a time.
So what's your deal? Where are you from? Up top or what?
And there it was. The simple question. The one I don't have an answer to. I told him I didn't know. That I don't remember up top. That there's a place in me where that should be, and it's just wall. And he didn't laugh, and he didn't look at me like I was broken. He just nodded.
Yeah, it does that to people. Take your time.
Take your time. Nobody had ever said that to me down here. So I took it, and I talked. I told him about the hotel that smiled while it watched you. About the library that traded what you knew for what it wanted, and reached into me for the toll and found nothing, and took the memory of the trade on its way out, so there's a hole now even where the lesson should be. I told him about the heat and the pipes in the dark. I have never said any of it out loud. There was never anyone to say it to. It came out of me for an hour, and he just listened. He told me about this place too, between my rambling. That the food just comes back every week, nobody knows how. That the doors lie, you walk out of a diner and you're in a different diner, so don't trust the doors, trust the map. That the folks behind the counters, the ones with nothing where their face should be.
They're called facelings. The friendly kind. They cook, they clean, they keep the place running. They won't hurt you. Honestly, they're sweeter than most people I've met down here.
And I sat there warm and full and listened to, and I thought a thought I'd never let myself think. I thought I could stay. I really thought it. No one's tried to kill me here. There's food. There's music. There's a guy who bought me fries and said, "Take your time." The last 2 doors I walked through nearly ended me. Maybe you're allowed to stop. Maybe this is where you're allowed to stop. And then I told him about the dark. About level 6. How there was nothing in it, nothing at all, except that near the end I heard him. I heard backN in the black and I followed the sound.
Wait. You heard something. In 6.
Yeah, my duck. I brought him down here with me way back. He's right here. I turned to show him. backN was right there. He's always right there.
Buddy. There's nothing there. 6 doesn't have sound. Nobody hears anything in 6. That's the hole, are you okay? Hey. Look at me.
And I'm looking where backN should be, and Jack is looking at the same spot, and his face is doing something terrible and gentle, and the floor of me just drops. Because he can't see him. And I can't see him. And the thought that comes, it doesn't come right. It comes wrong, it comes sideways, the way your mind hands you the lie it can carry instead of the truth it can't. The thought is not, he was never real. The thought is, I left him. I left backN back in the dark. I'm already standing. Where's the exit? Jack, where's the door, the real one, the way back to 6?
Hey, sit down, please. 6 is, you can't go back into 6, man. There's nothing to go back for. Whatever you think you left there, please. Sit down. Let me get you some water. I'm worried about you, okay? I'm actually worried about you.
He gave me the map. He didn't want to. His hand was shaking when he held it out, and he was still saying my name like that would fix it. I said thank you. I meant it. I said thank you for everything, Jack, and I left him sitting in the booth, and I did not look back, because if I'd looked back I might have stayed, and I couldn't stay, because backN was alone in the dark, and that was my fault. I didn't make it far before my body quit. I found a corner behind a shuttered counter and I went down hard, and I slept, really slept, a whole day, the map crushed in my fist the entire time. The safest sleep I'd had in months, in the one place I was about to throw away. The map led to a door. Not a clean one, a rusted steel slab, sweating, set into the wall like it was ashamed of itself. And 2 men in front of it. The badges, the postures, the bored authority of men who'd been told to stand somewhere. I told them I needed to get back to level 6. I said, please.
Yeah, that's not happening. 6 is locked. Nobody in, nobody out, we got a situation. Turn around, go enjoy the buffet, kid. There's nothing in 6 but a way to die.
I told him there was something in 6. Something of mine. I told him I left someone.
I don't care if you left your mother in there. Doors closed. Walk away.
And I wish I could tell you I made a decision. I didn't. There wasn't a thought between his face and what I did. My bag was heavy with all that food, all those cans, and my arm was already swinging it, and it caught him across the side of the head and he went down, folded, just folded, onto the tile. The other one shouted, grabbed for his weapon, and I heard it rack and I didn't stop. I just put both hands into his chest and shoved, and he went over a chair and I was past them. I was at the door, I was hauling it open into cold and dark, and I was through. Behind me, through the door swinging shut, I heard the first one, alive, thank God, alive, fumbling his radio up to his mouth.
All units, we got a runner civilian. Went into 6, repeat. A live one just bolted into 6. I need backup at the east door. Now.
And boats. A lot of boots coming fast across that bright, clean floor I was leaving behind. And one voice in the crowd of them, out of breath, getting closer. A voice I knew. A voice that bought me fries an hour ago and told me to take my time.
Wait. Wait. I know him. That's let me through. I know him. Let me talk to him, don't.
The door shut, and the dark took me back.